Is the concept of marriage something realistic? Should I even expect people to get married, to do things a more traditional way? Is that even a thing anymore? It seems like people are going against that and gearing to against getting married. So let's talk about the current state of marriage in 2023. Appreciate you. While I have your attention, please don't forget to subscribe, to follow, and to leave comments. Please continue to support this ministry. If you love relatable Christian content, this is the place for you to be. Faith Talk with Pastor Ron. And thank you for all friends that have supported. People always say you could count on strangers, but I'm blessed because my friends support me so much. My family supports me so much. And I'm so grateful for that. So I'm going to make a quick PSA about that. However, let's get back to our topic. As you look, it seems that younger people and even sometimes older people have become less inclined to get married. The concept of marriage it seems a bit antiquated. It seems like a really old school. And I want to discuss why this is so and what should we do. Is it okay to shack up? Is it okay to be at a place where you don't want to get married? So one of the first reasons why this happens is because people who are married do a crappy job of promoting marriage. We often portray marriage as misery, it's sexless, it's boring. Your wife is a nag, your husband is a problem and he's lazy, and different type of things out there where people sit here and make marriage into like jail. Like what people often say, once you get married, your life is over, etc., etc. But marriage is an amazing thing. Marriage is a dope thing. You know, I often teach and preach that marriage is one of the best times of your life if done properly. Because if you look at God and in Genesis chapter 2, after he created Adam, he said, Adam needs help. Like all I've given Adam to do, he needs someone to help him out. So he took out of the rib of Adam, he created Eve. And Eve is a person, or your wife is a person that God is going to send you to help execute your vision, to help execute your purpose. And as a wife, you should find love and fulfillment. And you find just the same thing in marriage. You should find love and covering. Someone who appreciates you and cherishes you and puts you on a pedestal in marriage. But sometimes on our social media pages, some folks, we don't even know that they are married because they don't even post their wives. Like, to me, that doesn't make sense. Listen, I don't expect you to put your entire life on your social media page. I don't. For example, I've consciously decided to reduce putting pictures of my kids on social media because of different type of things I'm seeing with AI and different things that are going on out there. So I've consciously decided to not put pictures of my kids on my professional and my free page. My initial page is going private very soon, so I could only share pictures of my kids and pictures of my family with my close and immediate friends, people I trust. So I don't expect you to sit here and put your entire life on your social media page. But I think, during anniversaries, your wife's birthday, the birth of your child, that you should post a picture of your wife, post a picture of how much you care for her and, how much she means to you. So I think it's important for you to post your relationship. And when you post it, a realistic picture as well of how things are, but also just say, I love my wife or I love my husband. Everybody is so sneaky and so private, worried about it. If I post my wife, then it might be hard for me to grab other chicks, I guess. I don't know, but let's be honest. If that's the issue, you can still post your wife and people are going to still be in your DMs. You can post your husband and people are still going to pursue you. People don't care if you're married or not. Some people actually prefer it. They don't want to be the main chick. They want to be the side chick and get all the benefits. Don't be your main dude. Then be that dude on the side that just getting what he needs and keeping it pushing. So you posting your wife is not gonna prevent, and it's not even that serious, bro. Nobody wants you. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm just playing. But in all seriousness, I think it's something for us to do as married folks. It's our responsibility to promote marriage, to make sure marriage is in a better light. Because a lot of time we make marriage into misery, but it's actually a blessing and a great thing that God has created for us. So this kind of causes folks to not want to get married, because if folks who are married not promoting marriage or putting marriage in a negative light, why would I want to get into that? You know, that's logical. Another reason why I feel marriage is on the decline is because people are playing house. You have women who are cooking every day for their boyfriends, or they cook and they meal prep and, hey, babe, come over. I have food for you for the entire week. You have men who are sitting here, for example, paying bills, hey, paying my girl's cell phone bill, paying my girl's rent, and, you know, and let's not mention people who are fornicating, having sex, and doing all these type of things. So as they say, why buy the cow if you're getting milk for free? It makes no sense for you to sit here and play house with someone, give them all the benefits of a wife and of a husband, and expect that he or she is going to want to marry you. What's the incentive? We're humans. We need incentive for stuff. It's not, we're going to get married just because I love you. No, I need a level of incentive. If I'm getting a wife while you're really my girlfriend, so I have no incentive to marry you. Girl, stop cooking for your man. I'm not saying make dinner once in a while, but sitting here meal prepping and making food for him for the entire week, or saying to come to my crib to eat every night. That makes no sense. Fellas, stop, paying these women's bills and and covering all their expenses. And it's okay to hit her off with some money every now and then and bless her with something and do X and Y, Z. That's cool. I'm not mad at that. But I'm also saying that what is the incentive? Why are you trying to be a man? So because I'm a man, I'm going to take care of bills. The devil is a liar, and so are you. It is not your job to take care of your girlfriend's bills. I may be canceled for this, and I don't care. But a lot of guys are moving here like dummies, and they're paying their girlfriend's bills just to show them that they're a man. And they wonder why she keeps you in boyfriend zone. Because she has no incentive. I'm not saying to not take her on vacation, not do nice things for her and give her money on her birthday or whenever, just because. I'm not saying to be stingy at all. But again, if you're doing everything a husband would do, then what is her incentive to be with you? If you're my wife, that's a different discussion. If you're my husband, that's a different discussion. But these things that you're giving is giving a person no incentive to marry you. Yes, Pastor Ron, I guess you've been married for 12 years. You're 40-something years old, so you're kind of old school. No, these rules will apply, because back in my day, I'm not paying my girlfriend's cell phone bill. I'm not paying her rent. I'm not doing all of that. These things are reserved for my wife. If she's in a bind, I'm gonna help her out. Of course, I'm her man, but I'm not gonna be doing things a husband should do. So people are not getting married because there's no incentive to get married. Like, we're doing everything a wife should be doing. We're doing everything a husband should be doing. We're going on vacations together. We have these joint accounts. We're having sex. We're living together. We're doing all this. So what is the incentive to get married? And you get upset when a guy's dating you for 15 years. You get upset when she only want to call you her boyfriend for 12 years because they are getting all the incentive. Y'all got it twisted out here, bro. You gotta be smart. It's not like get your head out of sand. It's not about, just because we love each other, we should get married to complete the process. No, there has to be a sense of completion. There got to be a sense of, this is going to be different. Like, once we get married, things are going to be different. Things are going to shift. It's crucial for you guys to realize that. I'm not saying rush into marriage, but I'm also saying there should be a level of incentive. And oftentimes what's causing folks not to want to get married because there's no incentive for people to get married. Because marriage is an amazing thing that God created. And we also have to, the third reason why marriage is on a decline, because the enemy hates unity. The enemy hates to see people together. The word of God says when folks get married, two shall become one. This is the ultimate sign of unity, and he doesn't like that. We cannot be naive to the tactics of the enemy where he's sitting here and attacking marriage, because that's the will of God. So anything that's the will of God, the enemy is going to try to attack. So we have to understand and be wise his tactics and his desire to destroy anything God wants. So let's make sure that we're constantly vigilant and praying in our dating season, praying as we're married, praying in our engagement season, because the enemy is not happy. He will do whatever he can to prevent us from walking in the will of God, because he understands when two of us are together, we are a problem for the devil. So these are the three reasons why I feel people are no longer having the desire to get married. These are three reasons why people don't want to get married. Career, other things folks may bring up, such as careers, school, and these things were always present. Women always had careers. Men always had careers. But I think the attack on marriage has been intensified, because as a byproduct, this also affects our children. It also causes issues to the family structure, which is the most basic and foundational structure of society. If our families are not together, then a society is not going to thrive. So it's cool. It's cool for us to want to wait and take our time. I'm not saying rush. I'm not saying force. I'm not saying, after a certain time you have to get married. But I also want you to understand that marriage is a good thing. I could count on how many fingers people that actually who are married that are actually promoting marriage and promoting their spouse and being honest, because we often give folks an unrealistic perception of what marriage is. We give folks an unrealistic expectation of what marriage is. So I think, what is crucial for us to do is to make sure, as we promote marriage, give a realistic expectation. Marriage is no joke. Things are difficult. Sometimes we don't get along. Sometimes we're beefing. Sometimes we're not on the same page. Sometimes we can't stand each other. That's marriage. It's not just nice pajamas and nice photo shoots. It's arguments. There are fights. Every couple go through it. So that's realistic. Sometimes you want to get a divorce. Sometimes you hate, we hate each other. That's part of the complete puzzle. But ultimately, you're in it together. And stop fighting each other, but fight together. It's not a 1v1. It's a tag team. Right? And we have to understand that. And we are fighting the enemy. We are fighting society that's saying, nah, don't get married. Just shack up. Stay together for all years. Marriage is just a piece of paper. Or nah, it's something created by God that we ought to celebrate and we ought to promote and we ought to do. So don't listen to society. Don't listen to the voice of the enemy that is sitting here and saying marriage is not important. Marriage is important. And it should be something that you desire, because this is instituted by God. And God, in his infinite wisdom, understood that we as men and women cannot make it through life by ourselves. So as we were in the womb, he created someone and thought of someone for us that will complete us. Two shall become one. One is the number of completion. So until you find a spouse, you are going to be at a place that lacks completion. Is it easy out there? Yeah. I have so many single young ladies that I know, and I can't find anybody for them. I can't match anybody for them. There's guys that are trying to find people that I wish I had a candidate for them, a prospect for them. I don't. So take your time, wait on God. And there's somebody out there for you. There's somebody that God created for you. And don't allow yourself to be at a place where you listen to what everyone is saying. Desire marriage. Stop playing house. Stop Stop supporting these guys. Guys, stop doing everything for these women. Oh, baby, you can stay home. I'll take care of all the bills. I'm a man. Come stay with me. It's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Don't. That's stupid. That's dumb, because then she has no incentive to marry you. And don't be naive again to think, oh, it's just love. As long as we love each other, it's all that matters. It's the biggest cap in the world. It's a lot more than that. So tell me what you think. Please leave me a comments, your thoughts. Am I crazy? It made no sense. Let's have a conversation in the comment section. I'm all ears to hear what you guys think. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I love you guys. Take care. Peace.